The Ant and the Grasshopper. Once upon a time, in a lush green meadow, there lived a grasshopper who loved to spend his days basking in the warm sunshine. He danced, sang, and played his violin, enjoying every moment of the delightful summer. The sun was shining brightly, the flowers were in full bloom, and the birds were chirping melodiously. The grasshopper felt that there was no better time to enjoy life and have fun. One day, while the grasshopper was playing a cheerful tune on his violin, he noticed a hard-working ant passing by. The ant was busy collecting grains and storing them away in his anthill. He was preparing for the long cold winter that would eventually arrive. The grasshopper called out to the ant, "Hey there, ant! Why don't you take a break and join me? We can sing, dance, and enjoy this beautiful weather together." The ant paused for a moment and looked at the grasshopper. "I appreciate your offer," the ant replied, "but I don't have time to relax. I must work hard now to ensure that I have enough food and shelter for the winter. If I don't prepare, I won't survive the harsh, cold days." The grasshopper laughed and said, "Oh, come on. Winter is still far away. There's plenty of time to worry about that later. Right now, we should enjoy the sunshine and have some fun." But the ant was wise and knew the importance of preparing for the future. He ignored the grasshopper's carefree words and continued to work diligently. He gathered food and stored it carefully, knowing that when winter came, he would be safe and well-fed. As the days passed, summer slowly turned into autumn. The leaves changed colors, and the air became cooler. The grasshopper continued to sing and dance, believing that he still had time to prepare. But before he knew it, autumn turned into winter, and the meadow was covered in a thick blanket of snow. The once vibrant and lively meadow was now cold and desolate. The grasshopper shivered in the freezing cold. He had no food and no shelter. He realized too late that he should have heeded the ant's advice. Desperate and hungry, he decided to seek help from the ant. He made his way through the snow and reached the ant's warm and cozy home. Knocking on the door, he called out, "Dear ant, please help me. I have no food and no place to stay. Can you spare some food and shelter for me?" The ant opened the door and looked at the shivering grasshopper. "I'm sorry, grasshopper," the ant said, "but I only have enough food and space for myself and my family. I worked hard all summer to prepare for this time. There's nothing I can do for you now." The grasshopper felt a pang of regret and sadness. "I should have followed your example," he admitted. "If I had prepared like you did, I wouldn't be in this situation now." The ant nodded sympathetically. "It's important to enjoy life," he said, "but it's also important to be responsible and plan for the future. I hope you've learned a valuable lesson." And so, the grasshopper trudged away, reflecting on his mistake. He understood now that while it was good to enjoy the moment, it was equally important to be prepared for the future. From that day on, the grasshopper vowed to work hard and be responsible, ensuring that he would never again find himself unprepared when winter came. The moral of the story is clear. There's a time for work and a time for play. We should enjoy our lives, but we must also remember to plan ahead and be ready for the challenges that may come our way. Just like the ant, we should be wise and diligent, ensuring that we are prepared for whatever the